I don't have a job, and last month I made $114,000 without taking off my clothes and without showing pictures of my feet. And before you call BS, here's
$114,000. Oh my gosh.
to look at some of my weekly commission payouts. Here you go. These are my weekly commission payouts. What I do is called affiliate marketing, which means I review and promote the products and services of a company that I like in exchange for commissions. It's all online, and I only work 2 to 3 hours per day from my phone. No, this is not oversaturated. It will never be oversaturated because of the unique business model that it is. My husband and I were trying to find a way to save up money to start a family so that I wouldn't have to work when we have kids. I had a 9 to 5 at the time, so I only had my spare time to learn the business, set up and launch my business, and keep it going. After 3 months of consistency, I made $27,000 in a single month, and I quit my 9 to 5. When I tell you I had no tech skills, no prior experience in marketing, no relevant degree, I am not kidding. I was clueless. I really just got lucky.
This is proof you can do anything you set your mind to.
Found a self-paced 2-week course that taught me everything I needed to know. This is the only side hustle I found in a year of searching that met my needs and made it possible for me to quit my job. So if you have a 9 to 5 and you do not want to stay there forever, this one is for you. Anyone can do this. You can join me. You can start the exact same way that I did. Just head to the link in my bio, grab a copy of my free beginner's guide. It has all the info. And don't forget to save this video and follow along for more.
But y'all finna catch this free game. My name is 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐽, and this is how I make 6 figures as a licensed nail tech. Number 1, got licensed and raised my prices. I always tell my students, before you do anything in this industry, go get your license. An unlicensed nail tech.
Incredible. 6 figures as a licensed nail tech.
Cannot charge licensed nail tech prices. There's so much I can say about that, but that's a video for a whole different day. Like, there's so much that comes with doing people's nail care, nail anatomy. You can't just slap stuff on people's nails and be like, oh, I know what I'm doing. Because you don't. Like, y'all, we are literally working with chemicals on people's nails, so get your license. Anyway, before I got my license, I was only charging about $25 to $30 per set. Now I charge $80. They said the price went up.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
On an average, I make about $380 to $600 a day and only work 7 days a week and 6-hour days. I launched my own product line. I need to be writing this down because this is information that I only share in my classes, so please
Jot it down, folks. Jot it down.
write this down and thank me later. If you didn't know this, I have my own product line. I have 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐽 products, and I have the 𝐟.NET collection as well. I also have my own clothing boutique, Pure Opulence Vault, and I'll go into detail about that later. I have physical products like acrylic nail brushes, nail kits, hand and body oil, sugar scrub. I make press-ons as well, and I used to have my own nail polish line, but I wound up selling that to a nail supply store. I have digital products too. I have 2 ebooks and online classes. My nail products in my online courses bring in roughly $30,000 a year. Last but not least, number 3, teach classes. I've been teaching classes since 2017. I went and got my educator's license in 2021, and I've been teaching ever since. Not do it this way or you will get fined by state board. After you've gotten your educator's license and it's something that you're truly passionate about, why not go out and teach people what you know? I have come a long way since 2017. I've increased my prices for different courses now. I do tours, I do master classes, anything that you can think about, I do with teaching. People travel from all around the world to learn from me. All my classes bring in about $50,000 per year. Those are 3 things that I have
$50,000 from your knowledge. That is incredible.
personally done to make 6 figures in a year as a nail tech. These are things that you can do as well. Also explore other avenues. Like I said before, my own clothing boutique, Pure Opulence Vault. This is something that I've always wanted to do, so I did it. Using that money that I made doing nails, now put my money into other business ventures that I've always wanted to do. I also have my own mentorship program that helps small business owners build their businesses from the ground up. I have my hands in some other lucrative business ventures as well. Beauty industry is a billion-dollar industry. Are you ready to join? Click the link in my bio to register for my mentorship program. I'm taking 2 more people this year, and I hope it's you. Like and comment for part 2.
This is outstanding. Information is there. All we have to do is get a hold of it and execute. VTV.
That nobody talks about when it comes to becoming a full-time content creator. Coming from someone who literally built their dream life of being a full-time traveling 6-figure content creator in only a few months, okay? So I
Wow, that's amazing. That is amazing.
have a few things to say. It's only about 10% strategy and 90% you and your personal development. When you're going from a 9-to-5 job to full-time content creator, making a full income from social media and working with brands, It comes down to you shifting your identity. I mean, the strategies are not that complicated. Show up consistently and post, and you'll eventually get there. But the showing up part is what's hard. If you want to become a full-time content creator and make thousands of dollars from your phone, you have to shift your identity. You can't stay the same person and expect new results. You literally have to change. Everything in nature will ultimately try to fight for its survival. So when you are going from old identity to new identity, that old identity is a shell of the past version of you. It's going to cling on for its dear life, and it's going to want to come back. So that's why you have an entire week of I posted every single day this week, I pitched this week, I showed up for my creator business this week, and then the next week you completely fall off, and it's like this up and down of doing
Wow, that makes a lot of sense. You really have to push yourself and be disciplined and focused.
it, then not doing it, doing it, then not doing it, because your old identity does not want to leave you. Everything will fight for its survival. So you literally have to release that old identity with love and with care and say, thank you for serving me for the past X amount of years. Thank you for being there with me, but I am on a new path to creating my own wealth, to creating my own platforms, to working with huge brands, and I no longer need you, and I set you free with love. And then from that place, you will able to easily show up every single day on social media, post consistently, reply to your brand emails consistently, because I know a lot of you guys have those emails in your inbox you haven't opened yet. Apply to Upwork jobs consistently. Like from that place of like setting that old identity free with love, you will be able to take consistent action to reach your goals of becoming a full-time content creator.
Outstanding information. So there you have it, family. Let's get it.
Part 2 of how I made $350 in one day just from selling my old clothes that I don't wear anymore.
Isn't that amazing? $350 in one day selling stuff that you don't even use anymore.
Alright, so you may be thinking, why don't you just use like Poshmark or OfferUp and stuff like that instead of making a whole closet page? Well, from experience, I have used those, and I just found it a lot more effective, and I made a lot more money when I made an actual closet page myself rather than doing those third-party apps, because they charge fees, like, so it'll make them money. But with the closet page, you charge how much you want to sell the item for, plus your own fees, like for drop-offs or like shipping, for example. But anyways, the second way on how I made the rest of that $350 is actually from selling my clothes to a local thrift store. So in your area, I'm sure that there are plenty of thrift stores. So all you need to do is look up online thrift stores in my area that will pay me to sell my clothes to them. So a lot of these thrift stores work on consignment, and if you don't know what that means, basically they give you back a percentage of the money that they are later going to sell your clothes for. So what I do is I just gathered up all the clothes that weren't doing well on my closet page or that weren't selling, and then I take those to the thrift store and just see how much I can make from them. So the process takes one day. I dropped them off yesterday, and then I got the check today, and the check was actually $130, and they ended up taking 29 items. They don't always take all the items that you give them, but they take like what they think they could use in their store, you know. And you may be thinking 29 items, only $130, but if you think about it, I wasn't selling the items anyway, so I might as well get a little bit of money from them rather than nothing. And then eventually whatever they do end up giving me back that they didn't want, I just take to Goodwill. But yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying business is going to be booming like this every single day. Like, it does tend to die down, and the more active you are on your closet page, the more offers you will get. So like if you're inactive and not posting anything, you most likely won't get any offers. But like I said, at times when I just need a little bit of extra money, I will go through my closet, I'll go through my drawers and update my closet page, and then I'll make some money off of it. So yeah, guys, if you have any questions on how to set up a closet page or like any questions on this video, let me know. And yeah, hope you guys make a little bit of extra money if you need it.
This is a great side hustle. Just think of the things that's laying around your house that you're not using. It's money. VTE&x TV.
I make 6 figures working from home in cybersecurity. Here's how I got my job in 4 weeks. The
Cybersecurity. Let's go.
first step I took is I enrolled in this online self-paced nonprofit college. It's probably the cheapest degree in the whole entire country, and it's completely accredited. The college is named Western Governors University, and you can get your bachelor's degree that comes with 14 cybersecurity certificates in less than 6 months. I personally finished the whole entire bachelor's degree and got my 14 certificates in 10 weeks. However, I actually got my job before graduation. The way I was able to get a job without a degree is because the school, while you're progressing through it, gives you these certificates that are industry standards that everyone knows about. So personally, I had the A+, Network Plus, and the Security Plus certificate, which remember, were completely free from the school. Which brings me to step 2. I contacted a bunch of LinkedIn recruiters and figured out how I can make the best resume for cybersecurity. And I actually have a template in my bio, it's free. I made sure I had a whole bunch of great information in there highlighting my skills and my willingness to learn, which then leads me to step 3. I took my new beautiful resume that recruiters helped me make and I went on LinkedIn again and I applied to over 1,000 jobs. Applying to so many jobs did take a while and a lot of energy, but it was worth it at the end because I got exactly what I wanted. Which led me to my 4th and final step, interviewing. They grilled me with all kinds of questions. I answered all the ones I could, and the ones I didn't know the answer to, I simply told them, I don't know the answer to that, but I'm willing to learn. I was very open about my weak points, but I also made sure to talk about my strengths. When it was all said and done, they offered me a job about a week later, and I started working. Follow to learn more.
That's incredible. Cybersecurity. That's the way to go. VTE TV.